We might just get hit with the Rico.
Me Millie. Cause we in the field with them birds like we play for the Eagles. I'm on probation, so let me not talk what's illegal. Switch it up. Today I woke up with my drinker, she rich as a beetle. For my teachers that said I...
What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. I want to kind of go over my favorite position going into training camp this year. It's got to be the cornerback position. Not only just the position, but a revamped cornerback position. So I just want to go over a few things with you guys. Not go crazy, but go over a few things with some of these few players that have been rising in the mini camps that we have seen the past month. Sidney Jones, we all know didn't play last year. All know showed some glimpses of the last game of the season last year. Was ready week 7 or 8, but, you know, as the Eagles and Doug Peterson being very cautious, keeping him out. And now the guy has shown up in camp. The guy has shown up in mini camp and done his thing. Has been all over the field. Has been playing in the slot and as the nickel and has been playing outside. Now, I know all of us Eagles fans really want him to play outside because that's why you draft a corner in the top 10. That's why you draft a guy that high, because you want him to be a shutdown guy outside. But unfortunately, a torn Achilles pretty much took him out of the game last year. Hasn't played a snap since the Cowboy game, but before that has not played a snap since college. So now you have a guy in competition with Jalen Mills, Ronald Darby. You have a lot of guys now on the outside. You have pieces that you can switch around. And Sidney Jones is probably the most exciting guy that I cannot wait to watch on the field. I can't wait to watch him during camp. I can't wait to see him in the first preseason game. I can't wait to see the starting lineup for the defense, see what it's actually going to look like. And usually, you know, the first preseason game, the first, you know, they're only in for a series, but you get a glimpse of what Jim Schwartz is thinking, and if you agree or disagree with it. So let's start with Sidney Jones. Like I said, we got him in the 53rd pick last year, and now you have a guy that could play outside, that is physical. He can put his hands on people off the line to scrimmage. He has great track of the ball, good hand-eye coordination towards the defender and slapping that ball down or getting that pick. And I just can't wait for this guy. I really can't. So I'm pretty excited about Sidney Jones. Now I want to go after another guy, Ronald Darby. Now I understand, guys. He had an injury last year. He was out about, what, 8 games, 9 games, whatever it was. Came back for the Cowboys game, got a pick during the Cowboys game. And honestly, we don't know if this was because of that injury, that maybe Ronald Darby, this is his contract year, so Darby is going to be playing his heart out. I know Darby has had issues that, you know, when he came in, when he got signed to this team in that Jordan Matthews trade, you know, he had this 4.3 speed. I didn't see much speed from him, okay? He got beat a lot. But you know, some of it could be because of it. He was getting off an injury, and you know, it's his first year in the system, so maybe he wasn't used to it. But I'm very high on Ronald Darby to play very well. Okay, I really am. So, you know, there's only so much that he could do, but you know what? If he played outside or played nickel, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to put him, but we will see once training camp starts and where he's really going to fit into this defense. Now I want to go after the practice squad, the practice squad corner, Devontae Bosby. So just give you a brief summary of Devontae Bosby. Devontae Bosby has been to a few teams already, was with the Eagles last year, sitting out. Jim Schwartz said if they needed him, if corners got hurt, he was ready. They believed in him. But he went to Kansas City, ended up breaking his collarbone. Then the Bears picked him up 2 years ago, and they actually signed him. They liked what they saw from him, but there wasn't enough tape on him, so they gave a chance on him. They put a nice chance on him, and they signed him. And then after that, nothing really happened. He was very quiet. So he sat on the practice squad last year for the Philadelphia Eagles, learning the system. Howie Roseman gave him another chance. Gave him the chance to sit the whole year. They saw great things from him. And when I saw this signing like early last year, I was like, oh, we signed a corner. It's going to be practice squad depth, whatever. Then all of a sudden, this year, He has been showing up. Now, this is going to be the guy that replaces Patrick Robinson after the departure of Patrick Robinson to the New Orleans Saints. Now you have a guy, Devontae Bosby, not only is hungry, but if you have a practice squad corner that makes it to the active roster just like that, and he's showing that much, I've never seen a guy's name pop up that damn much during camp. And yeah, I understand there's no pads. I understand that there's a lot that goes into it, but Jim Schwartz said he's got a swagger to him. He's been at the right spot at the right time, making tackles, wrapping around, getting to the right spot. He's intercepted Nick Foles. He's intercepted Carson Wentz. He has deflected a lot of balls coming to the wide receivers. And if he's showing up this much, that is a very good sign. And this is I don't know how many more years he has left, but you have a guy starting for you that's not making that much money, and if you could keep him for a few years on the cheap deal, that's great. That's great for the Eagles and great for the secondary. So I have no problem with Devontae Bosby. Now, I've seen Devontae Bosby, he is getting the most playing time, especially during practice with the first team. And every time I saw a news come up, a link come up, it always says Devontae Bosby starts with new team. That's a very good sign. And that's what everybody is, that's a good thing. When you have hungry guys on this team, you saw what it's like to win a Super Bowl. You know how much it takes to win a Super Bowl. You know how much like next man up mentality, chemistry, gel together, not letting go, staying alive, and just doing their thing week to week to week. And he's probably the second. I'm probably excited about him after Sidney Jones. He's my second favorite player that I'm very excited for. Very excited to see him play and see what he does. So, there's a lot that goes into this, but hey, we got to put these guys on the field and let them play and see what happens first. So I am happy to see that this kid is coming in hungry and he is doing his thing. So I'm very happy for that. Now I want to talk about another guy, even Jalen Mills. Man, I never seen a corner, that had, a very down year his first rookie year, of course, very down year, you know what I mean? Still gets beat by the double moves, then comes into his second year and completely is more consistent. He's not perfect. He's not the perfect corner, but even though this pass rush does help, Jalen Mills developed an instinct that literally, if he gets beat on a play, he comes back and fights back, okay? He does not put his head down. He keeps going with his head held high. That's what I like about Jalen Mills a lot. He has really done a good job, keeping his head up, making plays, and he does not back down from anybody, okay? He had his first pick 6 of the year against the 49ers this year. I'm happy to see the kid fight and see what he could do. So I can't wait to see what Jalen Mills brings in year 3. I really can't. Another guy I want to talk about, Rasul Douglas. Now, when Darby got hurt, Rasul Douglas took over for Darby on the outside and surprisingly has done very well. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got size. He's got long arms. He is a tall guy. Okay, he is a pretty big guy. He would have had at least 5-6 picks this year. He had a few picks this year. The first one came in the opener against the Giants on Brandon Marshall. Eli Manning underthrew a pass, caught a really nice interception. And then the Panthers game got another interception on the Fletcher Cox doing a good job pressuring that guard and getting in there, hitting Cam Newton and then getting that interception. He's done very well. I have high hopes. I know everybody really wants him to play safety, but this Corey Unlin, the corner coach, said quote unquote, I don't think we're going to look into putting Rasul in the safety position. He's very good in the nickel and moving him to outside, quote unquote. So if I'm missing anybody, I know DJ Killing's a guy that we picked up that used to be on the Patriots. Another practice squad guy that's been doing pretty good at camp too. It's been all over the field. It's been playing nickel, more nickel than outside. So you have a lot of pieces with this cornerback position, and you can't really complain at all. Where all these guys, the puzzle will be connected. We will find out what these corners are going to bring. And we will see what happens. So I am excited. I hope you guys are excited. Tell me what you are excited about with these corners. Who are you excited the most to see on the field? I love Sidney Jones, and I can't wait to see Devontae Ballsby play. And I hope they ball out, because just think about it. If you develop one corner on this defense that's shut down with this pass rush, this is going to be crazy this year. So that's all I got to say, guys. So that's about it. So training camp is near. Waiting. The season is back. I will see you guys later. Shake squad up. Fly goes fly. Peace.